Hey guys, so this is not a hilarious situation. I have to get this video filmed and I have to post it in a couple of days. So, oh my gosh. So I'm actually filming my monthly disappointments, and yes, I'm testing out lashes. I'm doing lashes again. I've worn these ones quite a few times, so they're probably nearing their end. If I'm being honest, I did some simple makeup today too, and I really love the simple makeup with these long lashes for some reason. I'm just feeling it, and I also ate some food. A girl gets hungry when she thinks of videos, so sorry, it is what it is. I'm very excited that once I get these next few videos done, filmed, and posted, I am not going to be pre-filming as much as what I did this past month. I filmed so many videos, and it's just, I'm excited and I'm happy about it, but at the same time, like, for some reason I feel like this lash is, like, devastating. Like, it doesn't look like this one. I think that they are dying. I do have some Sephora. I have House of Lashes and some Lily lashes in my Sephora cart for August. I have some Ardell lashes for next month. I am doing my Sephora order next month, which is my July order. Well, it's my July. I already did my July order for Sephora because I had a coupon. Why not? But anyways, I did my July order already, so I am going to do my August order for Sephora in July because I'm going to get a coupon where you can use your points. But anyways, let me just pull up the reason I did this. I'm making this video, and then it's for my monthly. Okay, so it is for my monthly disappointments. So I'm going to try my best to show you guys these products, but just know that a lot of these products I do not care enough to have them in my collection still. Okay, so the first product that disappointed me this month was the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jeffree Star approved lash primer. So I just think that this box is just way too much, and my the tip broke on my little whip, so I'm throwing this away because this is just too much. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I like the packaging of this. It's like soft felt, but this is what the lash primer looks like itself. I don't think that this is a very, very good lash primer. To be completely honest, I feel like it actually makes my favorite mascara, which is the Anastasia Lash Brag mascara currently. I brought in some new product mascaras to try out the next month since I just filmed. Well, I'm still filming my summer declutter. That'll be posted on July 4th, I think, is when I'll start doing that, posting that series. I'm almost finished with it. I have like one more video to do. But yeah, so I am planning to just use this up a little bit because I really think that it makes my current favorite mascara perform like shit, but I am still wearing false lashes, so it doesn't really matter to me. It's just honestly an extra step in my routine. The second product that disappointed me this month, and this is so sad, was the Natasha Denona Glam Face Dark Palette. I was super excited to get this because I love the light palette so much. The eyeshadows themselves are extremely pigmented, and they were very, very tough to blend. I know that this is meant to give a natural look for a darker skinned person, but I loved the idea of bringing these deeper tones into my collection and being able to use them. I have a serious problem with this shade right here called for the outer corner. I'm not sure if you can really see. It's kind of hard pan, but also like it's so dark. It used to be a bright, beautiful orangey red, and it's just not anymore. And it was like it was an overspray, and I don't have that with the other palettes. So I don't understand why this one specifically is having that issue for me in this collection, because if you know me, then you know that the light palette of this is one of my favorite palettes of all time right now. I love reaching for it because it just gives me an all-in-one, and it's such a good deal for the price. So this was just such a disappointment, honestly, because I had such high expectations going in. Alright, this next product is a product I have already decluttered, so if you're planning to watch my summer declutter, which is literally only the second declutter I've ever done to my makeup collection, so if you're planning to watch that, then you will see this palette. But it is the Wet n Wild Color Icon 5-Pan Palette in Petalette. I didn't like the way it stuck to my lids. It really was hard to stick to the lids, and I'm not really a big fan of the 5 pans. Honestly, I decluttered the 5 pans. Out of all my 5 pans, I decluttered some of those, and it was crazy for me to declutter those because I was so excited to get them. but I didn't feel like there was a balance between mattes and shimmers, and that's the one thing I look for whenever I find a palette is the balance between mattes and shimmers, and these palettes just didn't really have that for me. Okay, I used this product up, so if you watch my empties, then you will see me talk about it in that one for the month. And it's the Hard Candy Anti-Redness Face Primer. So personally, Hard Candy is one of my Hard Candy is my most least favorite brand. My favorite brand is probably Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. It's a race between them. I would say Pat McGrath and then Natasha Denona is losing by like a point. But because Pat has such beautiful formulations in her eyeshadows, I've said it before, you can go to Pat McGrath and get more unique formulas from her than you will from Natasha Denona. But you get more quantity from Natasha Denona for the price. So it really just depends on your personal preference and your wallet. But anyways, I just have not really found a lot of hard candy products that I like. I think I found one product, and that is the Marilyn Monroe eyeshadow palette, and that is it. The anti-redness, I do have natural redness in my skin. My brother actually has rosacea, so I do have natural redness in my skin. I was hoping that this primer, since it's an anti-redness primer, was going to color correct that and help me out, but to be completely honest, it didn't. I still had redness peeking through. I found I still used the same amount of foundation that I used without this primer, and I just felt like it was a complete waste of my time putting it on, and it just felt like a layer of nothing. Alright, next is the Rimmel London and Kate Moss Contour Kit in Golden Sands. It's actually what I'm wearing bronzer-wise, because the blush and the highlight just sucks so bad in it. So I actually liked the Coral Glow one. It looked so natural on my skin. I loved that palette. But this one is the other one, and these are discontinued, so you can't get them anymore. I wish they'd bring back the Coral one, but this Golden Sands one can stay gone because it is horrible. I am so excited for the day that I pan this product so I can throw it away. Hopefully that happens next month. Okay, this I can already tell you I have decided is going to be in my third declutter, and it is the Hard Candy Baked Bronzer in Tiki. This was such a rave on YouTube as a highlighter, and it is probably the worst highlighter I have in my collection. I'm wearing Jeffree Star's Wet Dream from the Supreme Frost collection today. This Hard Candy Baked Bronzer, I don't understand what people liked about it, but I do remember it was such a rave on YouTube years ago. People loved it for a highlight. It's too light to be a bronzer, and for me, it's just not enough pigmentation to be a highlighter. Even a natural highlighter, it's pretty shitty. I mean, I'd rather go to my Essence Pure Nude highlighter than use that big bronzer. And to be completely honest, I didn't feel like I was getting pigment on it, so I scraped off the top layer. And now it's just this weird, combobulated, mess of, weirdness, and it still isn't giving me pigment, even though I know I've scraped off at least 2 layers of it. It's the one product I am 100% sure is going in my third declutter. I have no idea what else is going in my third declutter other than that product, which I love the idea of only going into a third declutter knowing I'm going to get rid of one product, because that gives me time to test out products and see what I hate and see what I like. I mean, I'm starting another new series for a third declutter after I post my summer declutter, so that's going to be fun too. I'll talk a little bit more about that next month. Okay, I hated this product, and it is the Hard Candy Liquid Lip Kit in Midnight Snack. It was the black lipstick I used to wear. I was really depressed and not feeling life, and that is why I would wear black lipstick. Plus, it would look really good in pictures, and I had a gloss from Jeffree Star, and it just looked gorgeous together. However, the lip liner was gray, and the lipstick was black and patchy. The liquid lipstick was black and patchy. They just didn't go together. I mean, I'm wearing a Hard Candy lip liner today, and I love it. So there are some products from Hard Candy that I do like. The black lipstick just was not it. Okay, the next product is the Pat McGrath Labs Baby Mothership in Rose Decadence. I got this on sale during a sale from Pat McGrath, and this is what it looks like. I definitely think it's a better value to get the Baby Motherships, because for $65 you're getting 6 shades, and for $128 you're getting 10 shades. So for the same price, you can buy 2 of these and get 2 extra shades and have a custom palette. So I personally would rather do that. The only thing is that you're not getting her special shades, and I do think that that is what makes Pat McGrath's brand just above all the best, better than other people's, is because of her special shades. I was watching Jenna Rosy, I hope I said that. I was watching one of her eyeshadow palette videos, and she brought this up and said she actually did not like this palette, so it made me feel good to know I'm not the only one that didn't like this palette. I don't know what it is. I just feel like their colors are not, like, they're muted. They're dark, and they're just not really the best. I don't think that this is Pat McGrath's great formula, to be honest. Okay, next is a product I panned this month, and it was the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder in Light. So, if you do not know, I had Light and I had Fair. I had Fair in the regular compact and Light in the refill, and I loved the Fair powder. The Fair powder was beautiful, it was gorgeous. I have a theory that the powder itself is good and the refills aren't, because they want you to spend more money. Because I don't think that the refill of the Light was the same formulation as the Fair. It hard panned so bad, and the powder itself just wasn't microfine like the Fair one was. It wasn't the best powder in my opinion. I would definitely think twice before purchasing another no filter setting powder personally, even though I had a good experience with one and a bad experience with the other. I just think I'm kind of done with the no filter setting powders. I have my opinion, and my opinion is that the refills are a different formulation than the real ones. Next is probably not a surprise, and it is the Wet n Wild Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter in Rosy and Ready. It's the liquid highlight I have underneath of this. I hate this highlight. I went through a phase where I was like, pink highlights, everything. I hate pink highlights, but I went through a phase when like last year, where I literally bought like everything pink highlight. And this was one of those products that I bought, and I'm glad to put this in my summer declutter because it's pink, but it has a silver undertone to it, which I have a yellow undertone to my skin. I am German and I'm Native American. I have a yellow undertone to my skin. So the pink and the silver just don't clash very well with my skin. I think that pink toned powders and concealers look beautiful and brightening under my eyes, and that is the way I have been leaning for my under eyes in my personal life, is like pinker under eye. But the silver in it is what really gets me, because it gives me a gray cat. Like if I leave it on for like a natural creamy day kind of day and I don't put powder on top of it, I have a gray cast on my cheekbone. Okay, so this is a product I know I decluttered when I did my 4-pan declutter, and it is the LA Colors Nude Glow Quad and Birthday Suit. I didn't have this very, very long, but I remember when I used it, it was extremely disappointing to me, and that is why I put it in my declutter. I think I used it like twice, and I was like, oh, maybe these could be like dupe colors for Charlotte Tilbury. I hate Charlotte Tilbury's quads as well. So, yeah. I'm actually going to buy her Look of Love and her bigger 12-pan palettes and just stay to those and not buy any more quads. Okay, I wrote down the e.l.f. Bite Size palette in Mint to Be. I did not get rid of this because it was limited edition and you can't get it anymore from the Mint Melt collection, and that was one of my favorite collections, was the Mint Melt collection. And the reason I put this in my disappointments was because I've always had really good experience with this little 4-pan. I combined it one day with my Pat McGrath Sublime palette, which is the Mothership 2, and for some reason, it made my Sublime palette perform less than what it usually does. The green was horrible, it didn't mesh well together with other greens, and it's like, okay, I know I've paired Pat McGrath's palettes with other formulations before, so why is e.l.f. not able to work with better formulations? It's got to be the e.l.f. palette, because I know Pat McGrath's formulation just works with so many brands. It just wasn't a good experience, and the fact that it made my $128 palette perform like shit, it was... Okay, next I wrote down the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I am so close to finishing this. It's hopefully going to be in my July trash products. This is a trash product. I know so many people rave about this on YouTube, and I even watched an old Jeffree Star video the other day because I fall asleep to YouTube videos, so I just put the autoplay on and random videos play, and I woke up in the middle of the night to take care of Jackson because he was hungry, and I just seen it playing, and Jeffree was using this setting spray, and I'm like, why is everybody loving on this setting spray? I hate it. It's like a $40 setting spray, and I feel like I'm spraying my face with water. For me personally, I want to feel my makeup being set into place. I definitely think that this setting spray is more hydrating, and yes, I do have more dry skin, but I feel like I can get the same kind of reaction with that Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray by just spraying water on my face. And to be completely honest, I don't think it makes my makeup last any longer. So, glad to have tried it. I know I don't like it, and I don't recommend it to people. Moving on. Oh, more hard candy products. The Hard Candy Sheer Envy Translucent Setting Powder. So I put this on my under eyes and it turned yellow. It turned my under eyes darker than what they were. So I used it like for a week and I was like, nope, done, trash product. And I literally decluttered it. I decluttered it. I don't declutter products. I usually try to use them up as best as I can, but if there's a product that is so bad that I can't take it, I will just go ahead and declutter. And that is very, very rare that I find products that I can't use, that I just trash it, basically. So if you watch any of my videos, this might come as a surprise that I put this down, but I put the Colourpop Creme Gel Eyeliner in Bay Breeze in here. And it's just a coral eyeliner. If you don't know, I rave about the Colourpop Creme Gel Eyeliners all the time. I'm wearing Get Paid in my waterline today because I did something super duper easy and I wanted just a pop, and I love it. I think that the Colourpop Creme Gel Eyeliners actually last on my eyes a lot better than Urban Decay's, which is saying a lot because Urban Decay's is way more expensive than Colourpop's. This one, for some reason, crumbles every single time I use it. And I'm not using it I have so many Colourpop Creme Gel Eyelines. I have Get Paid, I have Nocturnal, I have Cherry Pie. I love Cherry Pie. None of them do the same thing that the Bay Breeze one does. I feel like maybe I got a dud and I should order a new one, but it just crumbles so bad and it's so hard to use and it always ends up getting in my eye no matter what I do, and it ends up ruining my makeup look. So I just try to avoid this eyeliner at all costs. Okay, so I actually pulled this out to start using because I had already decluttered some products, and I also filmed it in my eyeliner makeup stash, which has not came out yet. And it's the Profusion Cosmetics Wing It Superfine Eyeliner in Black Noir. So that is what I used to create this wing today, and I think that it looks good. My problem with this product is the formulation of it is extremely watery. It's extremely watery and it kind of fans everywhere, and you will see it in my makeup stash video whenever I post that of my eyeliners. I swatched all my eyeliners on my hand, and that one was the only one that traveled, like it shoot like that. So I'm just trying to use this product up at this point, and hopefully it's going to be used up by my third declutter. Okay, last product, and this was super duper disappointing, but it really shouldn't be at this point because Colourpop is a brand that I loved and I used to rave about so much. They're very inconsistent, and I have found that I don't rave about them as much anymore because I have found that their eyeshadow formulation is extremely inconsistent. I bought the Sejal collection a couple months ago, and I finally got around to using all the palettes this month, and I had very good experiences with half of the palettes and very bad experiences with the other half. So there were bad experiences, but there was only one palette that was very, very bad, and it was an Emerald Away palette. It's the green one, and for some reason, the shimmers, I could see through them, and I only really have that problem whenever I'm using a She Glam eyeshadow palette because their formulation for shimmers can sometimes be more sheer. Colourpop's isn't usually more sheer. Colourpop usually has a great formulation, but just with the palettes I've tried recently from Colourpop, I would not recommend them as a brand. Alright, I'm going to end this video here. That was the last product. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.